Good morning.
Welcome back to the finca.
It's scorching.
Bit of blue sky.
Yeah. Overdressed, I think.
Yes, it's near the time for shorts, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had a hot spell a while ago, 30 degrees Celsius. Then it went freezing.
Freezing the other day, unbelievable. I mean, it's just...
And now normal service has been resumed again.
Yeah.
So hopefully that should be it now. There'll be 40 degrees and we'll be whinging about the heat before you know it. So this solar system we're putting here is working fantastically. The fridge is all running, it's all working. Max power coming in from it just about at the moment, so that's happy days. There's a bit of jiggling I want to do with the wiring just to get it, put it all in place finally, because we just did that just to test it the other day, just to show you. And then we can crack on with getting the rest of this done. We've got the roof to finish off, to tile and stuff. Lots of things. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, we need to put a light in here as well.
We need to put a light in there.
I couldn't see last night when we went to get a drink. It's dark. We forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, so a couple of things I want to do to get this in a functional thing.
Yes.
Other than that, yeah.
Crack on.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Finca Live. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
So what I want to do basically is wire up that armoured cable that's up here. It goes into the workshop. So we can start using the power in there. We want to use this for all our sort of background loads to take a bit of pressure off our main system in the winter, give us more power for heating. So I want to move this socket as well, that wants to be underneath. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to whiz up there, put a junction box in that I can run my light off. I've got a nice lovely LED strip lamp here, it's going to make it nice and bright in here. And then run a cable round down here so I can start to bang a couple of sockets in afterwards. I'm sure you've had enough of electrics, so I'm just going to get it done. Right, we're doing well. All the sockety stuff's done. Got a temporary one down here, we'll do them in a bit, the final ones. I've just found, we've had for ages, a big nice LED strip light that's going to go up here. So I'm just going to drill a hole through to get the cables through, and hopefully it'll be done very soon. It's taken most of the day, so we're going to get nothing else done. Surprise. Righto, so another day later, we're done. Everything's working in the workshop. The water pump and the UV steriliser is currently plugged in and working off this, which is great. I've just run the generator up off it, that works off this, great. I've got a flying socket down here at the minute. This all needs fixing in, but all the rest of the wires are super concealed. We even got a light working. If Sharon will do the honours. Look at that, eh? Super. So yeah, not much to show, more of the same I suppose, but we had to get it done and now it's done, so now we can crack on with something else. Well, after a few busy days, in fact busy months, the workshop's looking like a bomb site. Look at the state of it. So what I want to do next, this might be a short video, might not be very long, is get everything sorted out in here, get it tidied up, get it all put away. We can't move for stuff, so yeah, the time has come. There must be literally hundreds of tools on the table alone. The sort of rule is when we pack up at the end of anything, just stick it on the table and it gets put away after that. There's no room to stick anything else on here now. I've got sockets, things, hammer drills, clamps, spanners, wrenches, drill sets, expanding foam, box of wires, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, the time has definitely come. There we go, place is a bit more in order. Bench is clear at least anyway. I'll work through the other bits as time goes on. There's still a little bit to do. It's very dark, it's gone very chilly. We just had an unexpected thunderstorm. Didn't actually last very long. But the two panels that I put together with the weather strip up here bone dry under here, which is fantastic, so that's a result. The bit that's not so good is the top of the wall there. There's a gaping hole under the roof, and I've got electrics in there, I've just seen. So we didn't expect this at all, so I think tomorrow the job is going to be getting that wall built up and finished off and keeping the water out of there. Should we get any more, that is, although it's not forecast. Well, it's another beautiful day. It promises to be a hot one, not a cloud in the sky, and we had just less than 1 millimetre of rain in the thunderstorms yesterday. Not a lot at all. We're just getting nothing of any significance at all. This picture popped up from 2 years ago, this exact view. Look how good, we've got like a meadow out here, beautiful. All the flowers for the bees, which the bees love. Oh dear, Catsy's having a cough over there. Bless him. You alright, Catsy? Yeah, so yeah, and you can see that this hasn't been turned over, well, for months and months now, so it's not like it's been freshly turned and they've buried the weeds that grow. It's just done nothing. We have, however, got our oasis behind me here, which I really need to trim. They're getting really long now, but again, there's no flowers. The only flowers we've got are the yellow ones. You can make them out there for the bees, to feed the bees. So I've been in a bit of a dilemma whether to do it or not, but it's looking like it's going to need doing pretty soon. I might try and do it this afternoon. The first order of the day, of course, is to water everything. Everything's doing alright. Remember, we planted melons and peppers and tomatoes a couple of weeks ago now. Because it's warmed up, the melons have gone crazy. We've got 4 in this pot, 2 in this one that I've transplanted from this one. I left 2, and now we've had 2 more popped up, so we've got another 4 in there. Hopefully they'll all come to fruition. We've got 2 peppers in here, which have got the second leaf, so I've transplanted them into a bigger pot. The other sticks, by the way, are anti-cat sticks, to stop the cats lying on them, because they love to lie on the pots. We've got another pepper fest here. With that stick, there's about 6 in there. There's about 6 or 7 in this one, and probably the same again in this one. So we'll transplant them out when they get the second leaves and try and find a home for them. And the peppers that we transplanted last winter, we overwintered. They've got quite decent flowers on them now, turning into peppers. We've got a tabby cat sleeping in them. Hello, Tabby. Have I disturbed you? Sorry. The back of the house and the old bath, we just have an absolute potato fest. We never even sown any potatoes in here. They just keep popping up, and we've even got some tomatoes as well coming up. 1, 2, another couple over there, so we'll probably transplant them out. And then this, we're not sure what that is. I think that might be a potato, has popped up out of the old raspberry, which sadly looks to be lost. But yeah, amazing. I think we can probably grow potatoes in here all year round. The tomatoes, hello Tilly, hello darling. The tomatoes we planted in the courtyard, we do this every year now. They're just cherry tomatoes. These lasted us all summer, kept producing right up into the autumn. Nick out the little water spouts, as they're called. But yeah, look at them. A couple down there that aren't so great, but these are fine specimens. The vine's getting even taller. He's up to there now. He's doing very well. Hopefully we get some fruit off him this year. So I'm going to give everything a good watering. Then I'm going to have a look at the top of this wall. The hole in question, all the top of the wall, but mainly that one there. I've got the conduit up there with the cables in. I want to try and leave a void above, so should I ever need to change the light, I can pull the cables through to do that. So I'll have a look what I've got. If I can get that one stone set in there, obviously the conduit needs to run behind it. That goes quite a long way to easing my pain and gives me a good base to start off with. So I'll have a go. So this is the other side That's the stone in question that's just sort of sat there at the minute, wedged in place. Got a lot to do, got all this top to build up, got all this front there to face off, this top here to build up. Sorry about the shadows, I can't help that. So get a mix on. That's a fair chunk built up there. See what it looks like inside. It actually doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to get the steps though and just tidy that up a little bit. But yeah, that's the problem, you can't see what's on the other side when you're doing it. I think the next thing I want to look at is this right hand side meeting over to the wall. It's a mess again. I've got one little sit in there nicely to get me level all the way across. It's a crumbling mess, and you just saw that one's just broken like that now. I'll put it back in a minute. Getting all the muck off's been a job. I've brushed it and brushed it, I keep brushing it. The hardest part is getting the stones that fit up and down here to do that, but I think I'm ready for another mix. Don't know if you get a better view from here, but yeah, that right hand vertical wall, that needs facing off as well. Then the whole lot's got to go all the way up to the roof. There we go, it's looking better already. It's not easy to get this at all. I've even got one on the back wall there, the first one of those. Top's pretty level and flat on the right hand side. I think I'm going to carry on with that right hand side first, get it done, and then keep moving left. I think, however, for now I'm going to leave that, let it all consolidate a bit, and get that strimming done. I've just had a look, the flowers are nearly gone, there's hardly any insect bees around there. Hopefully they found something else, because there's not a lot around here. And so I'm going to fill it with fuel, put a new cord in it, and get on with it. There we go, that is so much better. Inspector Alf approves. I've just got to get all the debris off the solar panels now, get them cleaned up. There's a few more bits to do on the front of the house, but the cord's completely snapped. It's something it's a bit rocky out there as well, but that can wait for another day. Well, that didn't take quite as long as I expected. So what I'm going to do, I've got a bucket of stones, smallish ones. I'm going to pack them on the top of that wall up against where the wood, the timber roof support lies, the joist, whatever it's called. Basically down here, to close that gap off, and then I can start to build up the outside afterwards. I need something in there to support my stones, so there's only one thing to do. Another 20 trips up and down the ladder, starting with the stones. And of course, yet another bucket of mortar. Incidentally, another 3 melons have popped up during the course of today. That's excellent news, exciting. Well, there we go, pretty good progress on that right hand side, almost up to the roof, and the front is quite faced off. Happy days. And inside, the daylight's gone on the left, still on the right of course, but we're working that way. Obviously this is the opposite. Oh, the door's just shut. So yeah, it's going to take a while as always, but it is getting there as always. I've even remembered to fill in that hole that I blew through this when I drilled through from the inside for the board for the solar panels. Amazingly. Oh, she's a good girl.
Well folks, that's it I'm afraid for this time. It's a bit of a short video, but Andy had got to get that workshop cleared. It was an absolute bomb site, and unfortunately I think because since I've had this cast off I've been trying to do things that I probably shouldn't be doing, and I've had a couple of really bad days, a lot of pain, so I've been easing off a little bit, hence I've not been on video very much.
It's Tilly's walk time. She's hyper. Yes. She always gets hyper about the time it starts to cool off a bit in the evening.
Yes.
So yeah, the wall's coming on. I'm going to be carrying on with that on the next thing. We'll get it finished as soon as. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, short video. I'm sure you don't want to watch me cleaning the workshop. I didn't really want to do it, but it's got to be done. Yeah. So yes, thanks everyone. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. Not as enduring as some of the longer videos.
No. Thank you to all our Patreons, everyone that's bought us a coffee or a nice cold beer, and we'll see you on the next one.